Hello, everyone. Welcome and welcome back to All About the Mags. Thank you all so much for stopping in and watching. I hope everyone is having an amazing day. I am Jess, and in today's video is another cooking video. I'm cooking some wings, salt and pepper wings, honey hot wings, some hibachi shrimp fried rice, and some hibachi noodles and vegetables. I started off with two family pack of chicken wings. Cutting them, separating them into little wingette portions, the drums and the flats. I washed them, clean them, and then sit to the side, draining all the water off. And in the meantime, I will be chopping up my vegetables. I'm chopping up some green onion, a sweet onion. Now that my onions have been chopped, I'm gonna set them to the side while I go ahead and heat up my Blackstone flat grill. These are the seasonings I'll be using here in the bag. Here's my vegetables and my eggs, my broccoli, my mushrooms, my frozen peas and carrots, my onion, my shrimp, and my chicken wings. They're sitting in a drainer, making sure the water's drained off. And this is my rice. I'm starting off with 350-degree heat. However, you'll notice later in the video I'm gonna have to go up in the heat. So yeah, and I put a little bit of olive oil on the griddle, and I'm placing my rice on the griddle. I prefer day-old cold rice. However, this rice was cooked the morning of and placed in the refrigerator to get cold some. I put a little bit of butter. I'm adding a little bit of accent, a little bit of black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, complete seasoning, a little bit of sesame seeds, and I'm gonna give all of this a mix. I'm using the wooden spatula and spoon to try to break up my rice as well because it has been in the refrigerator. Going in with a little bit of soy sauce, and I'm gonna mix all of this up. Now I'm gonna move my rice all to the side to stay warm while I go ahead and cook my vegetables. And I don't want my vegetables really soft, and I don't want them crunchy as well. So you'll see me move them out the way before they get too soft. I put a little bit of olive oil, and I sprayed my my onions out, and I'm going to just stir it around so they get a little bit of tenderness to them, but not soft. Going in with a little bit of soy sauce. Now that my onions is like I wanted to be, I mix it in the rice and set it to the side. I add a little bit of butter, baste that side of the griddle in butter, and I'm adding 7 eggs, I'm sorry. And then I'm going to just mix it up and scramble really well. I'm going to have to turn the heat up a little bit because the griddle wasn't cooking the egg as fast enough. And I'm going to add a little bit of salt and pepper to the eggs while I scramble them. Now I'm going to mix my egg in with the rice and the onion. I'm going in with a little bit more soy sauce, not that much. Now I'm going in with my frozen peas and carrots, and I'm gonna give all of this a good old mix. I'm gonna add a little piece of butter, let it melt on the griddle, and then mix it into the rice. And I also added some old soy sauce. But please use the amount of soy sauce and amount of butter that you prefer. This is only how I'm doing mine, okay? So now I'm gonna take all the rice off. And what I'm doing, I'm adding it in a pot and I'm gonna keep it on the stove so it can stay warm while I cook my wings. So now this is my wings. They're ready to be fried. They already washed, clean, and drained. And this is the rice when I told you that I added it to a pot and put it on the stove to stay warm while I cook the rest of my food because I don't want it to be cold by the time I finish everything else. So it's on the stove on low. Now to my shrimp they already are deveined shrimp. I just pull the tail off of them, wash them, and I'm gonna season them. And these are the seasons I'm using: Accent, a little bit of Magic seafood seasoning, some lemon pepper, some garlic powder, some more Magic seafood seasonings, a little bit of smoked paprika, and that's it. I'm just gonna mix it in really well and let it sit to the side. But you don't have to use a whole lot of seasoning because you have seasonings in your rice and all of that, so you don't have to over season it. But this is the season that I use. Now my vegetable oil I'm using was already heating up on 350, and I'm gonna drop some wings. And these wings have not been coated in flour. They just, after they've been cleaned and drained, I just drop them to the water. Now make sure all your water is drained off before you drop them into the oil, the hot oil. Now on my griddle, I add a little bit of butter, spray the butter across. Now I'm adding my seasoned shrimp. And you know, it doesn't take shrimp long, so, but I add all of them, you know, where each shrimp could touch the griddle. Now I'm turning each one of them over. And you can kind of eyeball it to know when to turn it over. We all know shrimp doesn't take long, so now I'm turning each piece over. And I'm going to close the top of the flat top griddle just to make sure the heat cook the shrimp all the way through. Not long, like a minute or two. This is how it looks. It's ready to come up. I'm going to take all of the shrimp off, set it to the side while I start on the next thing. Now my shrimp is sitting to the side while I start to check on my wings. The first batch of wings I put in is almost done. And you'll know because they'll float to the top. But again, I have no flour on these wings, no seasoning or nothing. After they washed and drained, I started cooking them because these are my salt and pepper wings. Now to a bowl, they are done. So I added them to a bowl and I'm adding in accent, salt and pepper. That's all. I'm going to put the lid on it and shake it around. And how much seasoning you want on it, how much salt you want. And these are my salt and pepper wings. This is how I cook my salt and pepper wings with no bread on them. And I added them to the dish. And this is my salt and pepper wings. Now that my husband only wants salt and pepper wings and the shrimp fried rice, I went ahead and fixed his plate because it is finished. So this is my shrimp fried rice and salt and pepper wings. And that's the duck sauce he will be using that you see off to the side. Now I'm going to start back on my next batch of wings that is cooking. And again, no flour, no seasoning, just the clean wing frying. And once it's done, which it is done now, Now I'm going to add it to a bowl. This is another bowl. And I'm going to add some honey hot barbecue sauce. And I'm going to do the same thing again with the salt and pepper wings. I'm going to shake it up, put the lid on it, shake it up. And here you go, honey hot wings. Now back to my griddle. I done cleaned it off. I'm gonna put some more oil on it. And now I'm going to saute my mushrooms and broccoli. My husband and our kids only wanted the fried rice. They do not want the mushrooms and broccoli or noodles. So their food already ready. They already been fixed and ate. Now I'm gonna start on what I'm eating with the mushrooms and broccoli. I'm adding salt, pepper, a little bit of soy sauce, a little bit of teriyaki sauce. And I'm just going to blend all of this together. I'm not going to let it get too soft. It's going to not be tough as well, but it's like a little al dente. So I'll mix all of that around in those seasonings, add a little piece of butter. I close the lid down on the flat top griddle just so the heat can go through. Now I'm going to scoot all of my broccoli and mushrooms to the side, and I'm going to add my noodles. My noodles have been boiling on the stove and drained, and I'm going to add those noodles to the flat top griddle. And I'm going to go in with a little bit of soy sauce and just mix it around. I close the top of the griddle just so the heat can penetrate through all of the food. Just for a minute or two. And now everything is finished. I see my broccoli could be tender a little bit longer, so I close the lid for a minute. And I open the lid, add a little bit of lemon juice on top of the noodles, the broccoli, and the mushrooms, and I mix everything together. And I am now finished. Now here is my plate, the hibachi noodles with shrimp, mushrooms, and broccoli. And my wings is all finished as well. This is my pan of honey hot wings and salt and pepper wings. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed and you like my content, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Don't forget to share. And everyone having an amazing week. Be blessed, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.